We're all good. We're in business. Lens is here. It arrived. We're all good. Hey, how's it going? So the replacement lens for my Tokina arrived, and it's in this box, which is very exciting. I know I'm not like an unboxing channel or anything, but I thought, why not? No time like the present. So I said I was going to try something different with this lens, so instead of Tokina, I've gone Sigma. Essentially, when you're buying lenses, you have to make a choice. Do you want to go for the highest quality, most expensive glass possible, which is usually like Canon or Carl Zeiss or whatever, or are your filmmaking needs possibly met by brands such as Tokina or Tamron or Sigma? Now, I've never used Sigma before. I've used Tokina, I've used Tamron, never gone near Sigma. Not for any reason, just never needed to. Ooh. No, we don't need that. Very lovely little lens case right there. Unzip that. So this is the lens that I got to replace my Tokina. Let's have a little look at the Tokina. So this is the old rusted and busted broken Tokina, and this is the new beautiful Sigma. I thought I'd do a quick little comparison for you. Off the bat, I cannot tell which one is lighter. Hold on. Scales. Okay, so set to 0. The 11 to 16 Tokina approximately weighs in at a total of 587 pounds. But the bold, fresh-faced new Sigma weighs in at approximately 550 pounds. So the Sigma is a little bit lighter, which is good when you've got it on a body like the 70D. And I suppose in this case, it's also not broken, like my Tokina. A lot of people were asking what the problem with the Tokina actually was. And essentially, it just doesn't focus anymore. It just stopped focusing, which is a real shame. I probably could have sent it off to get it fixed, but I think that probably would have cost the same amount as just buying a new lens, so what are some other differences between the two lenses? Well, range. 11 to 16 millimeters, 10 to 20 millimeters. So the Sigma beats the Tokina as it goes wider and longer, which is nice as it makes it ever so slightly more of a workhorse than the Tokina. Not that you can call something like this a workhorse, but having the option to go to 20 millimeters is better than having the option to only go to 16. So there's that. Autofocus. Now, when you're filming, you generally want to be shooting manual focus. However, if you're just vlogging like this and you have a camera like the 70D that autofocuses whilst you're filming, that's a pretty cool feature and you might find some use for it. And this lens is a lot quieter. So if you're vlogging and autofocusing, you're not going to get all that sound. There's a little bit of that, but nowhere near as much as the Tokina. So once again, the Sigma trumps the Tokina. I'm so sorry. Aperture. They have an ever so slight difference in aperture. The Tokina is fixed at 2.8, whereas the Sigma is fixed at 3.5, which essentially just means it lets less light in. So my options were either the Sigma or the Canon alternative. The Canon doesn't have a fixed aperture, which means when you zoom in, the aperture automatically changes. And like I said in my last video, I like fixed apertures. If that means anything to you, then great news. So the Tokina is slightly better in that regard, but compared to all the other features that the Sigma had, it made it clear that this was the one that I wanted to replace the Tokina with. So very happy with it. I'm gonna do one last test and show you what the Sigma looks like compared to the Tokina, which is pretty unbalanced considering the Tokina is broken, but oh well. So the Tokina looks like this, and as you can see, it's broken. It just doesn't focus unless you're like that close to it, and that's no good because I can't do my videos like this. That's really weirdly intimate and impractical. So yeah, that's the Tokina. And this is the Sigma. So as you can see, it actually focuses, which is nice. So it's always a good feature for a lens to have. But yes, I'm very happy with this lens. This is the one, after doing a load of research, I found to be the one for the best for the money that I wanted to spend, because the 70D is not my main camera. I use a Sony now, which I'll go into in another video, but I like to film behind the scenes and vloggy type stuff on the 70D, so I needed a nice wide lens to go on it, and this fits the bill nicely. Thank you very much for watching. There is only one thing left to do, and that's a super wide dance party.